Not him or her, but I promise I'm friendly. Hello and welcome to your friend, the Ravenclaw. We are trying to get through every single quiz on the Wizarding World website, and we are starting off with the first book quiz. Remember, if you like this sort of content, then hit that like button and subscribe as we go through every single quiz. Okay, just to let you know, I am not going to be looking at the multiple choice at all, just the question, and trying to remember it as much as I can from my memory. If I need the multiple choice, I will declare it and say, okay, I need the multiple choice. But I'm going to try as best I can not to use it. See if you can as well as we go through this quiz. And remember, as always, the link is in the description below if you want to play along. Question number 1. First things first, an easy one. What is the name of the first book? Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It's also called the Sorcerer's Stone in America. I think it's because they thought some Americans didn't know what philosopher stood for, so they changed it to sorcerer because it was easier. And there it is, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
It was pretty obvious.
Question number 2. What was the name of Hagrid's three-headed dog that guarded the Philosopher's Stone? That would be Fluffy. Bruce. Tiny. They're all really good names, to be fair.
I told you about Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Question number 3. What breed of dragon was Norbert, Hagrid's baby dragon? Well, Norbert is actually a girl in the end. I can't remember what they call her. Norberta in the end? But anyway, that's another question. Norwegian Ridgeback. God, that's a tongue twister, isn't it? Norwegian Ridgeback. I can't even say it really quickly. Norwegian Ridgeback. Should we take that again? Norwegian. Why can't I say Norwegian? That would be Norwegian Ridgeback. And it's there. I always remember it as Norbert, beginning with N, N-O-R, and then N-O-R for Norwegian. Got it. What colour was the Weasley jumper that Harry got for his Christmas present? I always remember this. It's the eyes, emerald green eyes, so it's got to be emerald green, but probably on the multiple choice it will just be green, but my guess would be emerald green/green. Oh, they actually put emerald green. I feel like in the multiple choice with those 4 options, you'd pick the one with more detail. Maybe that's wrong on some of the other questions, who knows. And it is emerald green. During the sorting ceremony, who was the first student to be sorted into Gryffindor? Now, for this, we're going to have to go through all the Gryffindors in Harry's year. So you've got Harry Potter. It's in alphabetical order of their second name. So Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger. So could have been Hermione Granger. But then you've got Seamus Finnegan, who would have went before, Dean Thomas, Padma Patil, and Lavender Brown. So it's got to be Lavender Brown. And there it is, Lavender Brown. And it's correct. Okay, on to the next one. On the giant wizard chessboard through the trapdoor, what chess piece did Hermione play as? So Ron was the knight, Harry was the bishop, and Hermione was the castle or the rook. So castle/rook. There it is, castle. I'm going to click on that. It is correct.
Not me, not Hermione, you.
In the Philosopher's Stone, what was the first password in the Gryffindor common room? Oh my god, Percy says it, doesn't he? Oh, Percy leads the first years up. Caput Draconis, I think it is. It's really weird because they have some really weird Latin words to start with, and then they go into things like pig snout and like, I don't know, there's some really weird ones, aren't there? Like bumblebee. Do you know, it gets really stupid, and Neville can't remember any of them except one, which might come up on a quiz, so we've got to keep that in mind. Let's have a look. It is Caput Draconis is on there, and it is correct. Okay.
Caput Draconis.
What did the first years have to do in their practical part of the Transfiguration exam? Oh god, that was at the end of the year, wasn't it? Matchbox comes to mind. It was transforming an animal into... It wasn't a matchbox though, it was something I don't know what it is. It was a mouse or a rat. I think it was a mouse. Mouse into... Snuff box? I don't even know what a snuff box is though. So it was a mouse into a snuff box or a small box. Like, I always think of it as a matchbox, but I know I'm wrong. It's snuff box, but I don't know what that is. So I'm going mouse into snuff box or snuff box into mouse. And that is on the multiple choice. Turn a mouse into a snuff box. What is a... How many new computer games did Dudley receive for his birthday? Oh my god. I remember, and don't ask me why, I have these weird memories of things that I remember it's a multiple of 4. So like I said, I'm not currently looking at the multiple choice, but it's definitely a multiple of 4 going up. It's not 4, it's not 8, it could be 12. Could be 16, 20. I think 20 is a bit high. I remember it was a quote unquote teens number. It had a 1 in front of it. So it's either 12 or 16. God, this is a guess, isn't it? It's one throwaway line. This is what I don't like about these quizzes. It's sometimes it's one throwaway line and you've got to try and guess what it is. I'm going to go with the one that's more because Dudley always has more. So I'm going with 16. But 16 and 12 are on the multiple choice. Oh, 18's on there as well. No, it's definitely a multiple of 4. So it's not the other two. I'm going to go with 16, but it could be either. Oh, it was 16. Always think more with Dudley. It's always more than you think. Okay, next one.
36, but last year...
On Harry's school list, what material did it say his cauldron should be made from? It was like a pewter cauldron. But then again, I don't even know what pewter is either. God, J.K. Rowling. You always put these things in. Oh, pewter is on there. Iron, steel, and gold. It's definitely pewter, but it's got to be a type of metal, right? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to have to do another Google search for what pewter is. Okay. Oh, and that's all of them. 10 out of 10. Let me know how you guys got on in the comments below. Some of those questions were quite easy, whereas other ones were a little bit like, you need to know the answer to this. Sometimes when I'm reading the books, I purposely remember certain little details, like pewter cauldron or snuff box, because I know they're going to come up in quizzes like this. Let me know how you got on in the comments below. And if you like this sort of content, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more quizzes on